Hello and what is up? Welcome back to Lumos, and today we will be talking about something that I have been wanting to do for a very long time now, ever since Wizards Unite has launched, and today I now have enough info to make this video. Today we will be talking about most of the Easter eggs found in Wizards Unite, references to the books and movies, and the little details that you may have missed while playing Wizards Unite. This list is pretty long, so let's just get right into it, shall we? First up is that your overworld avatar waves at you when you press it. But did you know that your avatar is called Magical Me, and it is a reference to Gilderoy Lockhart's book. Scattered around the Wizards Unite map are inns and fortresses. A pretty cool detail about this point of interest locations is that they light up at night like real buildings do. Speaking of fortresses, did you know that the names of the different chambers in fortresses in Wizards Unite is actually a reference to the various towers of Hogwarts School itself? Towers like the Gryffindor Tower, the Clock Tower, and of course, the Dark Tower. If you've already prestiged a border in one of your registry pages, you can see that the border reflects the lights around it by tilting your phone around. It's actually pretty cool. When you check the weather in Wizards Unite and it's raining, the graphic for this weather will be a magical umbrella using a wand, and this is a reference to the first Fantastic Beasts movie where the Obliviatus spell became rain, and the wizards had to take cover of this rain. By putting dark detectors in inns, it would attract foundables to appear in your area. There will be 3 spinning rings on top of an inn, but not only that, you can also see that a beacon actually appears on top of an inn. Another pretty cool little detail. When you've opened up a portmanteau, a boot portkey will appear, which is obviously a reference to the first portkey Harry used in Goblet of Fire. Just like in the books and movies, werewolves come out at full moon, and that is why werewolves are a bit rare in Wizards Unite, because they follow the same rules. Make sure to go out at night during full moon to encounter these oddities. This rare foundable has a pretty cool Easter egg in its license plate. If you see it, it says P934Q, which is referencing platform 9 3/4, and that time when Harry and Ron had to use a car to catch up to the Hogwarts Express.
Now, Harry, you must know all about muggles. Tell me, what exactly is the function of a rubber duck?
Have you ever wondered what's the reflection you see when you've returned alchemy eggs? By digging into the game files, a Redditor has found out what the eggs are reflecting, and it is a studio. Turns out Molly Weasley is not done sending out howlers to people. Another Redditor has found what's the message found inside this howler, and this is what it says. "Dear sir, how dare you wreak havoc? You have done nothing but cause distress and happiness." I'm sorry about my impersonation. Could this letter been sent to Grim Folly? A faux glass looks like a mirror, but instead it shows a reflection of the enemies of its possessor. That's why you can faintly see a cat in the glass, because pixies are messing around with it. When returning a beater's bat, you can see that these little guys are trying to lift the bat so hard that he farts just a little bit. It's pretty cute. Hippogriffs are proud creatures, and that's why when you've successfully returned these creatures, they give you a little bow before leaving. I always bow also when I return these foundables. Remember when Dolores Umbridge got taken by centaurs? That was a very good moment. But before that moment, she did get one of those poor centaurs using the same confoundable found in Wizards Unite.
What are you doing? I am Senior Under Secretary Dolores Jane Umbridge. Let me go!
Have you seen these wizards? You have, because they're probably the same. The Harry Potter Wizards Unite team probably just used the same models and just changed the outer features. We really should take notice the encounter animations for foundables because some of them are actually pretty fun. Just like with this one where a Death Eater appears in the Vanishing cabinet, in reference to how Voldemort forces went inside Hogwarts, and not only that, that Death Eater's fingers, it actually gets caught by the door because of those pesky pixies. Sometimes I really don't want to return some foundables, especially with this one, because right after you rescued him, he picks up the cleaver that he was going to use on Buckbeak. The Professor McGonagall foundable has two references in her encounter. First one is that when she turns into a cat, obviously referencing to the first time Harry and Ron met the Professor. The second one is the Stone Guardian confoundable, which is referring to the iconic scene in Deathly Hallows.
I've always wanted to use that spell.
The Boggart cabinet is pretty prominent in Wizards Unite, and its references are very much on point. Like when young Neville's Boggart Snape appears, young Hermione's Boggart turns into McGonagall, punishing her, probably some academic stuff, young Harry's Boggart Dementor, and, of course, young Ron's Boggart Spider. The Daily Prophet Stand foundable has a pretty neat Easter egg when you've successfully returned it. It shows newspapers of the time when Snape became the headmaster of Hogwarts. This is one of the funny foundable encounters in Wizards Unite where a troll sees a female troll in the Mirror of Erised. And I literally just realized that Erised of Mirror of Erised is just desire spelled backwards. Just like in the first ever Harry Potter adventure, the Chess Queen confoundable is guarding the Philosopher's Stone. Or is it the Sorcerer's Stone foundable? Now, I wonder when we see Quirrell in Wizards Unite. If you're wondering why a bunch of fireworks is sorted into the Legends of Hogwarts family, that's because these fireworks are the Weasley's Wildfire Whizbangs, the very fireworks that taught Dolores Umbridge a lesson. If you return this cute little dragon, you'd be happy to know that this dragon has been returned to Ron's brother in Romania who studies dragons. It is a shame that we currently cannot encounter this fantastic beast in the wild, but do know that when you encounter this foundable in fortresses, it gets returned to Arizona, where Newt Scamander intended to return it in the movie Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. If you open up a bunch of portkeys, at some point you would be inside the Hogwarts Express train, and if you look around, you would see a bunch of student books like The Magic Most Evil and some more. Another Easter egg that you can find in Wizards Unite is that when the Slytherin student turns into a ferret, and that is obviously a reference to when Draco Malfoy got turned into a ferret by Mad-Eye Moody.
Technically, it's a ferret.
We recently got new foundables in Wizards Unite, and these foundables have a bunch of references, like the Rowena Ravenclaw portrait has the diadem, a Horcrux. Also, the Salazar Slytherin portrait has the locket, another Horcrux. The Helga Hufflepuff portrait also has the cup, yet another Horcrux, and Godric Gryffindor portrait holds the Gryffindor sword, which was used to destroy those Horcruxes. And lastly, it's about scrolls. The scrolls are one of the most important resources in Wizards Unite, but they hide a little secret. I say little because I mean it literally. If you zoom in on the scrolls, you can see what the scroll says. What does it mean? Well, it basically means nothing. Why? That's because these lines are lines of text of lorem ipsum. Lorem ipsum is a placeholder text commonly used to demonstrate the visual form of a document or a typeface without relying on meaningful content. So again, it means nothing, but still a pretty cool Easter egg. So yeah, those are 40 plus Easter eggs and references I have seen on Wizards Unite. Did I miss anything? If I did, share it in the comments down below. But other than that, that is it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next video. Bye bye.